Welcome back to my channel, and I'm also welcoming myself back kasi I was MIA for 2 to 3 months, I think. And then hindi na ako nag-upload ng videos dahil nung time na yon I was demotivated and then wala akong maisip na content. Ganon. Because I was waiting for some good news of something. Although, meron naman akong nire-record na videos, hindi ko lang siya in-upload. So for today's vlog, it's just basically a sit-down talk. And I just would like to share our CR1 visa journey. So most of my friends and my husband's friends, as well as our relatives and families, they kept on asking as to what's the status of our visa petition. Like, ano nang nangyari te? Like, kailan ka alis ng bansa? Kailan ka pupuntang Amerika? So, to answer those questions, today I will discuss kung ano na yung latest update ng visa petition namin. We submitted our form I-130 or the CR1 I-130 form for the conditional residency application or visa petition for non-US citizens. That was submitted by our lawyer James Galloway on November 23, 2019. Okay, and then 2 weeks after that, we received an email from NVC together with the receipt stating that they have received our visa petition and that it's approved. So that's the start of our visa journey. So 6 months after that, which is like around May 2020 last year, we received another email from NVC stating that our visa application or approved visa petition is received by them and that our case was created. So NVC is the National Visa Center. They are the ones responsible for collecting all the necessary civil documents, affidavit of support. They are the ones who's going to collect all the visa fees. They will need to have the financial documents of the petitioner or the one who filed for the visa petition. With that email from NVC stating that our case has been created, they also provided us like a case number. Yeah, the NVC case number and the invoice number, which is needed in order for us applicants to be able to access online and check the status of our visa application. So they provided the case number and that information because you will need that in order for us applicants and even our lawyers to access the CIAC portal. CIAC stands for Consular Electronic Application Center, and that's where you log in to check your current visa status. That's where you or your lawyer upload the documents that NVC requires, like the financial documents of the petitioner, the civil documents like police clearance or NBA clearance from the Philippines or from the country of residence, and all of those stuff. So speaking of civil documents, one of the requirements as well that I had to get is the certificate of good conduct, or it's like an equal to NBA clearance here in the Philippines. Since I lived outside my country of residence for more than 6 months, I worked as an OFW in Dubai for 2 years, so I have to get a certificate of good conduct or like a police clearance from UAE. So I actually requested for a police clearance from Dubai, but that was not the correct one that I am supposed to bring to the US Embassy during my interview. But I will discuss further about the Dubai or the UAE police clearance in a separate video once I am done getting the form. So for now, let's proceed with the next step. So after we're done like submitting all the financial documents, all the necessary civil documents online, We waited for another few months for our case to be documentarily qualified. So that was May. We waited for another 2 months. So come July 2020, like July 24, 2020, that's when we received another email from NVC with stated, and then it stated that we are documentarily qualified. That means that all the documents we uploaded to SEAC were accepted, and we did not lack anything. So everything is good, and all we just need to do is to wait for the NVC to forward our case to the U.S. Embassy in Manila for us to have an interview schedule. We were informed by our lawyer that it may take like 2 to 3 months or 5 months maximum in order for us to receive an email from U.S. Embassy with our interview schedule and all of that information. However, because of COVID, everything slows down. And since there was a lockdown in Manila that time, the U.S. Embassy stopped scheduling interviews. I have been waiting for 7 months already for us to receive an interview schedule. And then last year, I even had this idea of, requesting an expedited process from NVC just so I could be in the US by December. But unfortunately, that it did not happen, which is, I think it's a blessing in disguise as well, because last year was not really a good year to travel internationally. So this year, 2021, like first week of January, I sent an email to NVC asking or just inquiring about the case status. I did not request for any expedite process and all that sort. I just asked them on what's the current status of my visa case now, where is it, so just something like that. So they sent me and then a couple of days after I sent that email, they then responded to me, and then they said they're just waiting for the US Embassy to have a slot for an interview schedule, and then they will forward my case to them or to Manila. So a couple of days after that, I then decided that I should call US Embassy as well, just to check if they have slots already or if they resumed, interview schedules or immigration interview schedules, just something like that. So when I called US Embassy, it took me 35 dials. Like, yeah, I counted that. It's 35 dials before I was able to get a hold of someone from there. Well, I was talking with the service desk analyst, and I only had provided my passport number and my visa case number. The call got disconnected. So I was frustrated because it's really hard to contact them. It's difficult to contact them, and then in just that snap, the call got disconnected. And to think I'm calling from Cebu, it's a long distance call to Manila, and every time their IVR answers, then I will get charged for their long distance call. But I did not mind that any longer. I just kept on dialing again, and then a good thing the second time around I was able to get a hold of the same person from the US Embassy. And then that's when I provided the details. I asked her if there are already some slots for the immigration interview, because as per NVC, they're just waiting for the US Embassy to give them a schedule, something like that. And yeah, just the same details that I was given through email. So this lady that I spoke with, she said that she will just create an escalation request, and then that I will just have to wait for a couple of days for them to respond or to email. After I ended the call with the US Embassy associate, I thought it'll take me a couple of days more in order to receive a reply from them, or like an update from them. Evening in that same day, I received an email from NVC. Guess what it is? Yes, it's it says that I have a scheduled interview already. So I was really happy, and I even told my husband immediately, and then also emailed my lawyer that that I received the schedule and that and blah 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 whatever. So that's the current stage that we are in. I then I went online to select the PH. It's the St. Luke's extension. It's the St. Luke's Medical Extension Clinic. So I went online, and then I signed up and requested for a medical schedule, which is a week before my immigration interview at the embassy in Manila. So I had that scheduled next month. Right after that, I also signed up, or I also created an account with the CGI federal website for the return delivery address for my visa and the passport. It's a prerequisite as actually before you go to the embassy. You just refer to ustraveldocs.ph for all of the information or the instructions and all of the documents that you need to provide and what needs to be done next, or the steps that you will need to undergo. So yeah, that's it. And then after that, since all of the hard copies of the civil documents were sent to our lawyer way back 2019, James Galloway then emailed me and said he will mail the affidavit of support, those documents that's needed, and those I received it already, and here it is. Like, I compiled all the documents in here. This is a clear book like that. Okay. And then I just put some label in here, so I will just go ahead and open the page where the certain document is placed whenever the consul asks for anything. So this is how I compile my files. So that's it. Yeah, everything is here, including the financial documents of my husband from 3 years ago, like 2017 to 2019. But since it's now 2021, we were advised to get the latest tax transcript, the W-2s, the pay slips, and like bank statements for the last 3 months. I will have to bring it to the US Embassy as well, because they may ask for it. So after the interview, whatever the outcome will be, then the next step that I should be doing is to do the CFO online and get the certificate. Once I'm issued a visa, then I will need to proceed with the CFO, and that's when after that, then I'm good to travel. So that's the end of our visa journey, and that's where we are currently. If you have any further questions with regard to the CR1 process, you can comment below and ask those questions. I may be able to answer them. I will try my best to answer those questions to the best of my ability. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and please do not forget to like this video and click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. Also, kindly include the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post new videos soon. Thanks again, and have a nice day. God bless everybody. Bye!